it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 33 of my second pregnancy. I feel like we're in the home stretch. Officially 40 days from today until at least my planned scheduled C-section. Obviously, fingers crossed that he will come on his own before then. I know I've said this a lot, but if you're new here, that's what's going on. Let's jump right on in. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of my videos and leave me a comment below. It's so fun to read some of the comments. Somebody commented that we are in the same due date group on Facebook. So hey, what's up? And then I have been getting a few comments from fellow type 1 diabetics. I am so glad that you are here watching this. The whole reason why I really wanted to start pregnancy vlogs, at least with my first pregnancy, is that there's not a whole lot of pregnant vloggers with type 1 diabetes, at least on YouTube, that I could find. So I'm so glad that you're finding these videos helpful and inspiring. So that makes me have all the feels inside. So Kate's napping. Let's jump right on into 33 weeks. So today is Thursday. Again, better late than never. This past Monday, I did have my second weekly appointment. It was a BPP, biophysical profile ultrasound, as well as a growth scan. So I will be getting one, well, I got one at 33 weeks, and then they're gonna do one again in 4 weeks from now at 37 weeks to see how big he is. Are you ready for his weight estimate? Drum roll, please. 33 weeks. A whopping total of 6 pounds already. Yeah, so 6 pounds even. That puts him in the 98th percentile. My last growth ultrasound, I think, was 25 weeks, and he was greater than the 99th percentile. So he's in the 98th percentile now. She did say that his head was measuring just a little bit above average, I think like 63rd percentile. So hey, I'll take that. It's his belly measurement that kind of puts the average up. His femur was long as well, but obviously I can have a tall baby, that's fine. Which Teddy's tall, he's 6'3", my husband. So it's his belly that puts him in that greater percentile measuring, and which is really typical with diabetics. You could have perfect control of your blood sugars. My last A1C was 5.1, which is that of a non-diabetic essentially. And diabetes wise, things are going really well. But things can go really well and you still have a big baby as a diabetic. But that's where we're at. Overall, though, he is happy and he's healthy in there. He does have hair. We saw the little like fuzzy projectiles coming off of his head again. He had the umbilical cord like all up in his face. I think he was holding on to it. So, excuse me, I'll insert the one okay picture that I got at my ultrasound this past Monday, but he was all up in his umbilical cord, so not super cute pictures, but that's okay. Excuse me. Then I had an NST, non-stress test, same as the following week, or last week, same as I'll have weekly until he's born, and everything went really well there. I always drink ice water during it, so he's bouncing off the walls, I'm clicking the thing, and his heart rate, and then I think I had a contraction or two, which my OB, which I met with after, said that's a good sign, having contractions. Not that it can mean anything, but hopefully they're doing something and kind of prepping my body. She'll do a cervical check at 36 weeks because she'll have to do the Group B strep swab anyway, so she'll check for any dilation. And honestly, at 36 weeks, if my body is doing something, I'm gonna start taking some things into my own hands, hoping to avoid that C-section at 39 weeks. Some things that I've already been doing is drinking red raspberry leaf tea every day. I started that, I think 28 weeks, 27, when I hit the 3rd trimester, started drinking a cup a day. I am now up to 2 cups a day. And I think by 34 weeks next week, I'll try to just up it to 3 cups, 2 to 3 cups a day. Should be good at this point. The one thing I'm on the fence about is eating dates. You're supposed to eat like 6 dates a day, and something in dates preps your body, your cervix for labor and delivery. I did it with my first son, Cade. Of course, I don't really know if anything did much of anything. Last time I was induced, it was early, ended in a C-section, but I guess it can't hurt. The one thing about dates is like they're high in sugar, so like I don't want to mess with my blood sugars. My OB did give me the okay to do evening primrose oil. I'm gonna start taking it orally, probably about like 35, 36 weeks. And then depending on what my body is doing, I'll start it vaginally 36, 37-ish weeks and kind of maybe up the dose as things get closer. Hopefully it helps. It's supposed to help tone or soften your cervix and just kind of prep your cervix for labor and delivery. Some other things I'll be doing, of course, just lots of walks, curb walking, where you put one foot on the curb and one below and like unevenly walk on a curb, if that makes sense. I am gonna start, again, a couple weeks from now, trying to pump, or just like any nipple stimulation, but trying to pump and expressing some colostrum. I did buy some syringes with caps, no needles, of course, like a medicine syringe with a cap, to hopefully collect some colostrum and freeze it and be able to bring it to the hospital for Sawyer's, I'm assuming, inevitable low blood sugars upon birth, which Cade had as well. Pretty typical with diabetics. Yeah, just spicy food, sex, nipple stim, like, I'm gonna try it all. Like literally the whole shebang. I will try anything. What else? That's about it. Symptoms. I feel like I've said this the past couple weeks, but I just feel big, uncomfortable. By the end of the night, it feels like my pubic bone is like splitting in half, like lightning crotch type of feeling. So that's fun. We finished the nursery, which I'm gonna film a nursery tour. It's hard because I try to film and do things when Cade's napping, but Sawyer's room is right next to Cade's. I don't want to wake him up during nap, but then if I film later, Cade's gonna be running around, which is fine. But if I film too late when Teddy's home, then it gets dark, and so I need to figure out when I can film that. And I'm so excited. Sawyer's room, it's funny, has kind of given me some inspiration to redecorate some certain areas of our home, which I'm gonna start talking because it'll make more sense once you see the nursery tour, and then I will show you some updates that we have done kind of around the house. Kind of in this nesting phase. We might DIY build a headboard for us this weekend. Maybe I'll film that, I don't know. Yeah, it's been busy. We went to the beach this morning, so I've got beach on me. Sounded weird. Yeah, everything has been going really well though. Teddy is doing great at his job, his new job. He really likes that. He's been there since May. He has his own office, so he does go in to the office every day. There's not a lot of people there. We're not super concerned about exposure, but of course, anytime you leave the house, there is some exposure risk for COVID-19, but we're trying just to be smart about that. He's almost at 6 months sober, so we're super proud of him for that. We're gonna probably order something in to celebrate on that night. I think it's the 23rd is 6 months. And then on July 30th is actually our 4-year wedding anniversary. So Cade is actually gonna be going to my mom's house for that weekend. I think it's like August 1st. and we're just gonna go out to dinner. There are places that are open, you know, with reservation and with masks and all of that. And then just kind of have a kid-free night, so that will be fun. I'm gonna stop blabbing at you and I'm gonna show you the week 33 belly. Ooh, if I can get up. Whew. Oh, we took our, there he is. We took our maternity photos this past weekend. I think I might just put together like a montage video. Week 33. Got all this stuff behind me too. Hopefully you can see the belly. I think I'm gonna put together just a photo montage video because they turned out so well. Oh my gosh, I love them. My friend just did them with her iPhone and they turned out so well. So I'm gonna edit a couple of those and put together a video for you guys to see those as well. Thank you again so much for watching. I will talk to you in our next video. Bye everybody.